Three simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Auburn Tigers offense will be first on the attack. The last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a Classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single. They know they won last year, but every year there's a healthy level of respect for this Auburn Tiger team.
Yeah, and I think back to last year's game for Alabama, it was their best players making the big plays late in the game, and this
snags it and he's open. Past the 50, the 40, the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Brown will throw it. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Alabama's offense will now get its first chance with the football. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the counter play. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Throwing Russell. Here comes the heat. Being chased. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
That's some pretty sticky coverage right there, man. You play that man-to-man coverage and you have those out-breaking routes. I tell you what, you got to kind of be careful as a QB how much you want to attack that, especially when the coverage is so tight. He does a good job staying glued to the receiver and knocking the football down.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Russell. Look out. Another incompletion on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick give. It's Cobb. Nowhere to go.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Under pressure. Finds his target. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Brown wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keelan Russell. Left side is Edwards. Let's talk about Alabama. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Tries to do it himself. He is stuffed on 4th down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They're all over it. Right side, it's Johnson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run, it's Cobb. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go play action with Russell. Moves to his right. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Throwing Russell. He's got it down the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Comes down, it's Singleton. They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4-wide-out set. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He'll try to get it through the air, keeping his eyes downfield. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tigers have pushed it inside the 20. Run in the red zone, it's Cobb. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets
caught, and he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. At midfield, he's got room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
These last 2 plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent, he showed you the accuracy on the previous completion, and then on this play it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
Sets his feet, it's Russell. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's got enough. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Tries to get it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance.
And and that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Throws to the wideout. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Out wide left, it's Edwards. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Keelan Russell. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Throwing Russell. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball, they get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Wide open spaces. At the 30. Inside the... And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. The second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive, but so far.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Left side is Edwards. Turning it on! Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And his throw is incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. In traffic, it's Nimrod. There he goes. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Trying to establish the run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Russell. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Slips through the line. And now the hit knocks it loose. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Alabama quickly back to the line. Keelan Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. Working that left side now. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. There he goes. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Russell. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations?
Up on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation with...
Tight end trying to get in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. With the draw, it's Cobb. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Nimrod. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Plows through the defense. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
fires to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's a welcome sign for this offense, right? They haven't put drives together. Nice to see them execute on third down. At the very least, man, give your defense a rest. They've been playing a lot. Too many punts for this offense. Nice to see them execute on third down.
You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Final game of the regular season, just waiting on this clock to run out. Let's check out the top 12 scoreboard right now. All of these teams fighting for playoff spots, and this is what you want to do when you're in the hunt. Finish a game like these guys have done. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Brown wants to pass. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Going to try to get... Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
And the ball goes out of bounds, thankfully, for your offense that you didn't turn it over. And now it's decision time. Do you want to punt the football or do you want to go for it? Analytics, of course, I think it says go for it every single time. I don't necessarily agree with that, but at least you didn't turn the football over there.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. Gain of 8 yards on the play is too short of the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Churns into the pile. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Russell on play action. Rushes on. Trying to make magic with his feet. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Throwing Russell. Left side is Rodgers. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Wiley. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Russell from the gun on third down. Snags it. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. Needs it. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Could be an alley. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Alabama! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Brown will throw it. Lofts one high and deep. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Auburn! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Russell shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line. So will they go for it on 4th down?
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Takes off. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Brown wants to pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
I just love the effort.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now